fencing. It's an age-old combat sport with roots dating back to as early as ancient Egypt. It had its origins from duels of death, but it started evolving into a sport in Europe around the 14th century, when you can imagine swordsmen dueling in frilled shirts and stockings who may or may not have nicely coiffed beards. But today they wear these sleek, padded white uniforms complete with a wire mesh face mask and a safer weapon. Bendy swords with a flattened tip. Fencing has been a permanent fixture in the Olympics since 1896, but it's not the easiest sport to understand. It can be too fast and precise for the untrained eye. So when I heard the Fencing World Cup is taking place in Vancouver this year, I set out to understand more about this often overlooked sport. And amidst all the clanging and the fast footwork, I came to find a community that's vibrant and growing.
So we're here at Dynamo Fencing in North Vancouver, where the fencers are getting ready for the Fencing World Cup in Vancouver this week. And with me right now is Igor Gantsevich. He is the High Performance Director at the Canadian Fencing Federation. So Igor, there's a lot of hustling, bustling, swashbuckling going on around here. So how are you guys preparing?
It's overwhelming, I'll be honest. Like right beside me right now, we got like the world champion team here in the house, and we have some of the best fencers. We have literally the best fencers in the world here for the next 5 days in Vancouver.
And you yourself, Igor, you have a really interesting story. So you live and breathe fencing, and you make it your life's mission to get as many kids into the sport as much as possible. So what is it about fencing that makes it your life's calling?
I just fell into it. I was very fortunate through my dad to get this unique passion, get this bug, this drug that we call the sport of fencing. But that you cannot repeat that feeling when you're in battle in anything else that you do. And we say fencing is a sport of life. It's like physical chess, but you don't have too much time to make decisions. Just like in many aspects of life, you have to often make very quick decisions that hopefully are right. And in fencing, it's that like adrenaline rush of this sport that we cannot get away from.
Yeah, and now you're a full-time coach. What is it like trying to get as many people interested in the sport as possible?
I mean, first of all, it's a unique sport. When I just started, people were going, what's fencing, what's fencing? And now with the sport continuing to grow, we have a very prominent location in North Van on a very busy intersection. So a lot of people now know, like when we go, oh, you're at that place in North Van. We're just about to open our third facility in the heart of Gastown, be part of that revitalization of Gastown. And we just want to popularize fencing because you know, I'm a huge Canucks fan, I'm a huge hockey fan, but I still don't understand why more kids play hockey than fencing. It's just we have just as much equipment. The equipment is cheaper though, and we don't have that much violence, and it's a bit different.
Yeah, and the thing is that fencing though, as in out of all the Olympic sports, it's one of the hardest sports to discern. It's so fast. So for someone who doesn't know the first thing about fencing, can you explain how it works?
Well, it's a lot harder than it looks. I don't want to compare anything with other Olympic sports. All Olympic sports are extremely difficult. Fencing is one of the founding sports of the modern Olympics. The first ever modern Olympics were in 1896 in Athens, Greece, founded by a former fencer. And ever since, fencing is one of only 4 sports that's been at every single Olympic Games. We have 3 different disciplines. The discipline that the World Cup here is at is the épée. Épée is a striking weapon. In order to gain a point, you have to compress the button all the way in by 750 grams of pressure for the light to go on. You can see behind us all the reels. And when someone gets hit, okay, the light would trigger, okay, when we're on. And with épée, the entire body is a valid hit. So from head to toe. If you get slashed in the épée, the light will not go on. The slashing weapon is called the saber. It's where you see people moving super fast. They're always screaming, okay, because it's a judged sport. And but with the épée, you see, you make the hit, the light goes on, you get a point.
Okay, well, as you can see, I'm all suited up. as if I am an actual professional, but I am not. I am very athletically challenged.
We'll make you professional within 10 minutes.
Okay, well, I am going to learn some fencing today.
Awesome. Are you ready to be a champion?
Yes.
Okay, well, you're going to be better than me in 2 minutes.
Well, I
Okay.
doubt that.
And as I quickly learned, yes, the fun part could be all about the poking and the thrusting and the slashing, but fencing is equally about form.
Now, this is called the en garde position. So
Yes.
anytime when you want to, like you see all these Olympic world champions behind you, this is the same position that everyone's in. Extend your arm. Here's the movement. Here. Okay, en garde.
En garde.
Here, watch this. Here, my foot.
Uh-huh.
There. Okay, like a yoga lunge. Okay, en garde. Yoga lunge with a sword. See, way better than yoga.
Fencers require grace, agility, precision, all the while having to think fast. As Igor described it, like physical chess.
Okay, now, you know, fencers were known to have fast reflexes and reaction. Okay, so we're gonna put you to the test.
Okay, let's do it.
I didn't get to poke other fencers, but Igor did let me poke some gloves against a wall.
No pressure, you got the European individual champion right behind you taking a lesson.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Well,
so I'm gonna let go of this glove and you have to catch it and hit. Okay, ready, set, uh-oh. Okay, where's the glove? It's on the ground. Ready, set, good job.
woohoo!
Okay, all natural at this.
Yep.
Okay, you're all set. So tomorrow you'll be competing first thing in the morning.
Yep. I
Okay.
must be swift as a course in the river.
We're all ready. Okay, so the last thing we do after we fence, sword up, okay, and sword down. Okay, that's called a salute. We pay respects to each other after the match, and then we also shake hands. We shake with our non-sword hand. Good job.
Thank you and good
Okay,
job.
welcome to the fencing world.